pleasant afternoon or good morning. All depends where you are viewing. This is Brother Lecky, Preacher Lecky, Servant Lecky. I am here again with you today. Today is the 26th of August, 2025. Privileged to be alive and to be in the land of the living. That means my probation is still open. God is still perfecting my character, and I have the great privilege to be a part of the final work that's now building and taking place on earth, climbing to the crescendo or the climax of even the loud cry. Well, folks, it is day 15 of our 40 days of prayer and fasting. As we continue to pray all the way down to the beginning of our camp meeting 2025, which begins the 20th of September and runs to the 27th of September. My brethren, my brothers and my sisters, here in Jamaica and around the world, you cannot afford to miss it. Remember, 2025 is no ordinary year. So as I said, today is day 15 of our 40 days prayer and fasting, and we are praying about street evangelism today. This is the item that we are putting up to the most holy place of the heavenly sanctuary, and we're confident that God will hear and God will answer. The 6 a.m. prayer hour has passed. I've sent up my requests. The 9 a.m. prayer hour has passed. I've also sent up my prayer requests. And so I'm waiting to meet you again at the throne room of heaven at the 12 noon prayer watch. So continue to pray. Prayer is power. There were many patriarchs and prophets in the days of old who were men of prayer. So I want to read to you today from the book that we've been reading. The book is Prayer by Ellen G. White, and the chapter I'm coming from today is chapter 13. It says Man and Woman of Prayer, and I'm on page 122. And I'm going to read today about Enoch. It says, the prayer, the subtopic there is prayer was the breath of his soul. It says, communing thus with God, Enoch came more and more to reflect the divine image. His face was radiant with a holy light, even the light that shineth in the face of Jesus. As he came forth from these divine communings, even the ungodly beheld with awe the impress of heaven upon his countenance. His faith waxed stronger. His love became more ardent. With the lapse of centuries, to him, prayer was the breath of the soul. He lived in the atmosphere of heaven. That's primarily from Gospel Workers, page 52. Prayer to him was the breath of the soul. He lived in the atmosphere of heaven. As we are now in the last days of Earth's history, we ought to have that experience like Enoch, where prayer for us, between us and God, is like the breath of the soul. And this constant communion with God will have us living in the very atmosphere of heaven. We continue to pray, and we believe God will answer. Continue to pray with us. If you have not begun, let's begin today. It is still not too late. Today is day 15. We're praying for street evangelism and evangelism in general. So continue to pray. God will answer. More prayer is more power. Remain faithful. Maranatha.